Hello dear viewers, this is ERi-TV English news broadcast for this hour. I'm your reporter Besabet Taghla, and following are the major headlines for today. Second batch of 11th grade students leave for Sawa. Effort to control malaria prevalence in Eritrea subzone. Iranian and Syrian foreign ministers meet in Tehran. And Burkina Faso and Mali warn against military intervention in Niger. On your local reports, second batch of the 11th grade students in the Central Region have left for Sawa today, August 1, to pursue their 12th grade studies and fulfill the national service of the 36th round. The head of the Ministry of Education branch in the Central Region, Mr. Belay Habtagaber, reports that 50% of the students who left for Sawa in the second round are female. According to Mr. Belay Habtagaber, the students have already had enough of time to prepare themselves physically and psychologically to focus on their studies and develop into competitive students. Additionally, according to Mr. Belay, 44% of the students who took the National School Leaving Examination during the 35th round of the National Service have passed and are eligible for degree and diploma programs. The students' parents, on their part, stated that they expected their children to gain knowledge and skill throughout their time at Sawa, in addition to developing physical and psychological maturity. At an event organized in Eritrea subzone in connection with the National Malaria Control Day, it was reported that strong effort is being exerted to eradicate the prevalence of malaria in the country. Mr. Eritrea, head of social service in the subzone, noting on the consequences that malaria poses on the lives of the public, called on the residents to play due part in the effort to control the prevalence of the disease. Expressing that a strong effort will be made to accomplish the global goal to eradicate malaria from 2016 to 2030, Mr. Zerai pointed out that the infection rate of malaria, which was 0.4% in 2018, has decreased to 0.15% in 2022. Colonel Gebrahannes Weldegergis, Director General of Social Service in the Central Region, also urged for a concerted effort to reduce the malaria prevalence in the area. National Malaria Control Day is being observed for the 17th time. On your last local report, in the Nafasit administrative area Ginda subzone, development activities such as soil and water conservation and the building of water distribution centers are underway. The coordinators of the program state that the people of the administrative region are executing the activities in conjunction with the students' summer work program, pointing out that installation of water pipelines to find lasting solution for the potable water supply to the residents is being carried out by Adhalo project. Mr. Hassan Mohammed, administrator of the administrative area, said that so far 5 water distribution centers have been constructed. Dear viewers, do stay with us for your international reports after the short break. Welcome back. Magdad, who arrived in Tehran on Sunday night, was officially greeted by his Iranian counterpart at the venue of Iran's Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Monday. This is Magdad's 4th visit to Tehran since the current Iranian administration took office. The Syrian foreign minister is heading a political and economic delegation on this trip. The Syrian delegation seeks to follow up on the agreements signed during President Ebrahim-Raisi's visit to Damascus. Heading a high-ranking Iranian delegation, Iranian President Ebrahim Raisi visited Damascus earlier this year on May 2023 for the first state visit by an Iranian president to Syria since 2011. During his two-day visit to Damascus, President Raisi held a meeting with President of Syria and signed the Comprehensive Program of Strategic and Long-Term Cooperation between Iran and Syria, as well as 14 cooperation documents in the fields of commercial cooperation, oil and energy, technical and engineering, housing, transportation and rail and air transportation, free economic zones and private sector, among others. On today's final report, the military governments of Burkina Faso and Mali have warned that any military intervention against last week's coup leaders in Niger would be considered a declaration of war against their nation. Niger's neighbors issued the warning in the joint statement read out on their national broadcasters on Monday, days after West African leaders threatened to use force to reinstate Niger's deposed President Mohamed Bazoum. The Burkina and Malian military authorities also said they refused to apply the illegal, illegitimate and inhuman sanctions against the people and authorities of Niger. The coup in Niger on July 26 has sent shockwaves across West Africa, pitting the country's former Western allies and regional bodies against other countries in the region. Niger's coup leaders, who have named General Abdurrahman Tishani, the former presidential guard chief, as head of state, said they overthrew Bazoum over poor governance and discontent with the way he handled security threats from groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Dear viewers, you're still watching us on ERi-TV, and now recap of the major headlines. Second batch of 11th grade students leave for Sawa. Effort to control malaria prevalence in Eritrea subzone. Iranian and Syrian foreign ministers meet in Tehran. And Burkina Faso and Mali warn against the military intervention in Niger. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.